Hello, 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 everyone. It's Brenda Douglas, aka Real Estate Diva. And in this video, I'm going to share the 10 commandments of selling a home. Now, there can be several variations of this, but this particular one is going to be for the homeowner who has their home on the market or just before listing the home to sell, putting it on the market. Okay. So these are some things to keep in mind. Okay. Number one, thou shall declutter and depersonalize the space. I'm thinking the actual commandments, Lord. Thou shall declutter and depersonalize the space. Okay. And clean it to keep it in showing condition. Okay. And what that means is put in the dishes. Like I know we all have chores that we do or responsibilities that we should do on a daily basis, but sometimes life happens and so the dishes pile up. Sometimes the bed is not made, but you need to remember that your home is on the market and it is ready and exposed for people to see in hopes of catching a buyer or getting a buyer. Okay. And the first impression is everything. Okay. They see the pictures, they get excited. The pictures ought to draw them in, but then they get excited. They want to see the real thing. Okay. So you want to declutter and depersonalize the space. That means clean. That means making your bed. That means putting the dishes away. That means removing personal or religious items, like religious items, personal items. Some people collect, for example, some people have collections. Okay, some people collect doll babies, some people collect animal heads. There's so many things that people collect. Some people love elephants. Some people, like, there are different things that people collect. Some people collect clowns. I've seen somebody who collected unicorns. Okay, you want to pack up those collections. Okay, you want to depersonalize the space so that the buyer can imagine their belongings in the space, and so that they're not distracted by looking at your personal belongings. Okay, and you don't want them to be influenced either way. Okay, so we're going to declutter and we're going to depersonalize the space. Okay, thou shalt not turn down a showing. Okay, now we all we're all busy nowadays. Everybody has things to do, especially on the weekends. Everybody's here or there. The weekends is an agent's bread and butter day. Okay, and the evenings, because people are working otherwise, right? The traditional people are working 9 to 5s. Okay, so Saturday and Sunday are like bread and butter days. Okay, don't prevent people from being able to get into the home to see the property so that you can get a sale quickly. Now, let me just say that it should be within reason. So if someone's coming knocking on the door at 10 o'clock or 9:30 trying to get in to see the property, no, that's not appropriate. Okay, and the through I know here in Maryland, PG Card, they disable the lock boxes, and I think it's around 9 o'clock, either 9 or 9:30. And so my point is that when it is late, it is too late. Okay, so you do want to set boundaries in that case, but for the most part, usually when your agent takes the listing, or one of the things I do is I ask my seller if there's a preferred day and time, showing times. In fact, on the form, we have to put showing time. Well, that's one of the things we fill out in the form. Does the seller have a preference in terms of times, showing times? Whatever you put on that form and whatever you discuss with your agent, then you should follow it. Okay, when you make it difficult for a buyer to get in to see the property, then they start to wonder if something is wrong with the property, number one. And then number two, it makes it difficult for them to see what they're buying. More people, so many people, would prefer not to buy sight unseen. Like, that's crazy to me, but to each his own. Anyway, so make sure that you refrain from turning down show times. Okay, as long as it's within reason. Okay? Thou shalt not let anyone in who knocks on the door. Guys, you have to consider your safety regardless of whether or not your home is on the market. Safety is first. Sometimes people, they see your home on the market, they may assume that it's vacant. Okay, they may assume that it's vacant. You just want to look out for your safety. Okay, so don't let everybody in your house, they see a sign, maybe in the yard, and then sometimes people will knock on the door. What you want to do, don't open the door. What you want to do is you want to say, call the agent, call the number that's on the sign, because sometimes people really do just want information, but that's why you hired an agent to do that for you, to handle those inquiries. Okay, so your response is call the agent, call the number on the sign. And then also sometimes you could have investors who want to you may have investors who want to make you an offer on your home. Um, I don't know if I should, yeah, I am going to say, oftentimes an investor will make an offer. Honestly, it won't be the best offer. It'll be the lower offer, because why? They want to fix it up, flip it, and make more money. But, so anyway, what you want to do is don't answer the door. Don't open the door. Just refer them, tell them to look at the sign, get the information off the sign, but don't open the door for everybody who knocks on the door. Don't become your agent. Allow your agent. Trust your agent. That's a good one. Trust your agent to handle the inquiries, okay? And then look out for your safety, especially nowadays in the times we're living in. Oh my goodness. Thou shalt keep your house in showing condition. We kind of went over that a little bit. You want to put the toilet seats down. Again, you want to put the dishes away. You want to run the dishwasher so that the smell of the dirty dishes is not coming through the dishwasher, and then also you want to get the dishes out of the sink, put them away. Okay, you want to always be prepared, because you never know, and it only takes one buyer to buy your home. Okay, and to for you to be able to move on to your next journey. Okay, so you want to always keep your home in showing condition just in that time. And yes, it's going to, it's going to take more discipline, because sometimes like I said, we're busy. We're all busy, right? And so sometimes you may be running late. You may be running late, so no, the bed's not made. And I'm bad about that, y'all. I don't care to make my bed. But at the same time, when your home is on the market, make an exception and keep that bed made, okay? Okay, so let's see. Thou shalt have no contact with a prospective buyer or with another realtor. Now, we as realtors, we are not allowed to pursue listings that, we're not allowed to pursue the clients of other agents. Okay, that is a law. That is an ethics law that can cost the agent. Okay, so so in terms of them asking the seller questions, making an offer directly to the seller, again, it goes back to trusting your agent. If it is another agent trying to get you to give your listing to them, again, that is unethical. And every 2 years, we have to take a class where they teach us ethics, okay? So it is a violation. So you want to make sure that your agent is aware that another agent is pursuing your listing, because, again, it is unethical, and the real estate commission will surely get after them, okay? And they can't say they wasn't aware, because, like I said, every 2 years we have to take ethics as one of them, okay? Ethics and professionalism is a training that we are required to take, okay? So, and if it is a prospective buyer, again, you want to refer them to the agent. I don't care who they are. Allow your agent to, trust your agent to sell the property, or what you can do is terminate the contract. There, you have an end date listed on the contract anyway, and you also have a instructions for how to terminate. So if you're not happy with your agent, because I'm hearing that a lot, I need to do a video about that. If you are not happy with your agent, you do have rights, okay? And so my point is that if you're unhappy with them, then there are some steps that you can take. But you want to avoid speaking to buyers, because a buyer and a buyer agent will look out for their best interest. In fact, that's what a buyer's agent job is, to look out for the buyer and not for you the seller. Okay? Your agent, seller, your listing agent should be looking out for the seller. That's why we have two different agents, listing agent and a buyer's agent. Okay? Trust me, the buyer's agent is looking out for the buyer and not the seller, because that's not their responsibility. Okay, so you want to avoid contact with prospective buyers and or their realtor, the buyer's agent realtor, and you want to again refer them to your listing agent, or if no, you shouldn't even be close enough to form a connection. Again, any type of mail that you receive, items that you receive in the mail, postcards, calls, phone calls. Again, other agents should not be pursuing, agents should not be pursuing other agents' listings or buyers. It is illegal, and that's why an agent always asks you, are you currently working with an agent? Why? Because they can lose their license. Simple. Okay, so anyway, thou shalt make arrangements for your children and your pets. Guys, so when you know that you have a showing scheduled, don't leave your babies. And when I say babies, that includes the pets. Let me tell you, my pets are my babies. Don't leave them. Well, let's start with the children first. Okay, don't leave your children doing a show, and take them with you. Take them with you, or have them go next door to a neighbor. Thou shalt not leave them doing a showing time. Don't leave your children there. Send them, like I said, to a neighbor, to a relative, but don't have them in the house doing a showing. Okay. The other thing is that, the other thing is that pets. Now, I can go on about this for a long time. I have dogs. I love my dogs. They are my pupsos. But at the same time, if there's a showing, then you want to, again, make arrangements for someone to pet sit, or put them in the car and take them driving. Sometimes with mine, I put them in the car and we just go driving. No destination, just drive, okay? So, excuse me. So you want to put them away. You want to put their toys away. That's for the dogs or the pets. Put it all away, guys. In fact, I would dare to say that it is a great idea to not have any indication that a pet is there. Why? Because people have different feelings about pets, and some people are allergic. Some people are allergic to dogs. Even if the dog is hypoallergenic, they will still say that they are allergic, and they have that right. Their safety is a priority, and so to them. And so you want to put away any evidence of dogs or cats, because some people can really that can ruin the deal. Okay, people can say, oh, there's probably dog hairs in the carpet, or probably all on the curtains, or what have you, even though the curtains go away with the person. But the point is that you don't want anything to jeopardize this deal. Okay, you don't want anything to jeopardize the deal. So you want the home to be odor free, and you want it to be free of any evidence of pets. No pet smells, no cooking smells. Don't fry fish, or don't fry anything, because I don't like the smell of fried stuff after the day after. I don't know what it is about, like fried chicken, I don't like that fried smell. I like to eat it, but I don't even eat fried a lot now anyway. Anyway, the point is that you don't want any cooking smells. You don't want any pet smells. You want to put down good smelling, you want to put down good smelling stuff, like or put the, I like the plugins. I love the plugins, okay? Or flowers, or fruits, and some oranges in particular. So you want to make the house smell good, and you want to make it odor free, and you want to get rid of any remnants of pets. Put the cages outside or what have you, and let me just say another thing. Don't leave. I think I've already said don't leave your pets during the showing. Sometimes those of us with small pets, sometimes we think, oh, they're small, they're harmless. They're harmless. I've heard they're harmless, they're friendly, but dogs feel different things. You know what I mean? And it may be just one person that just sets them off. And I think anything with nature is unpredictable, right? So you just want to put them. I have seen it where they put them in the cage and maybe have them outside or whatever. The point is, you want to look out for the safety of people who are touring your home. And also, you want to, if possible, get rid of anything that's evidence of a pet, especially inside, okay? Thou shall not be present during showings. Okay. Guys, your objective, when you have your home on the market, your objective is to get your home sold. Okay. So you want to get your home sold. Okay. You don't want anything to jeopardize this deal. Okay. So it's imperative that you not be present during the showing. Why? Because it makes people uncomfortable. People should be able to come into the property and to, again, visualize themselves and their belongings in the space, okay? They don't want to, they go in this room, you behind them looking to see what they're doing or it makes people uncomfortable. And what do? They retreat quickly. They leave quickly, or they don't get to really take in the space because they're so focused on where you are and what you're doing and what you're gonna do and why are you still there. Okay, so just leave the house for a little while. Even if you go for a walk. Even if you go for a walk, so somebody calls you, I'm on the way to see the property. Go outside for a walk until you know that they're gone. And so there are ways that you can handle it. Get in the car, drive around, sit in your car. Sit in your car. That would be fine also. You know what I mean? Just don't be present while they're looking at the property, okay? Because again, it makes people very uncomfortable and it takes away from them really taking in the space and visualizing themselves. It takes away from the moment, and again they exit quickly and they move on to the next one. You know what I mean? And they don't really get to feel the real benefits of being there because you done snatched away the moment, okay? Thou shalt not neglect things that are broken. Guys, you'll be amazed at the things that kill a deal, okay? So change the light bulbs, any what is that called? The wiggly banisters and I'm thinking of the deck, the handrails. The handrails, you want to tighten them, and you want to a leaky faucet. Because what will happen is the buyer will be looking. Hold on, let me just back up for a second. A seller always wants more for his home, and a buyer always wants to pay less. Okay, so if you got a faucet leaking, what is it? A leaky faucet. If you have a leaking faucet, okay, and it's drip, 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 a buyer's not going to say, "Oh, all I have to do is put a washer there in that washer in that, and that'll stop drip." They're not going. They're going to be in their mind. They're thinking the most expensive fix for that, right? And so what are they going to do? They're going to try to lowball you. Oh, well, we have to get that fixed. We have to get that fixed. We have to get. So maybe we should ask for a credit or have them to lower the price, right? So you want to fix, and you'll be amazed again you'll be amazed at the things that will kill a deal. So any little small thing that you can just go ahead and take care of, just go ahead and take care of it, guys. Get it out of the way so that they don't try to lowball you and you can get the best offer for your home, okay? Number 9, thou shalt remove valuables, jewelry, and fur coats. Remove your valuables, okay? Hide all of the prescription drugs. You'll be amazed at how many people who go into an open house go right in the bathroom cabinet and take the drugs out. Guys, the prescriptions out, and they don't care what it is, okay? So you want to remove your value, because guess what? Your agent is not responsible for it. They're not responsible for it. It is your responsibility to remove your valuables, hide your drugs, And then also firearms. True story. I was doing an open house one day, and it was out in the woods. It was out in the woods. I was doing an open house, and one of the things I like to do when I first get into a home is I love to open the windows, and we should open the blinds, let the sunlight in, and then I kind of walk through the home to make sure that it's safe. The doors are locked, or if I want to control the traffic. So, for example, if I want, if I don't unlock every door in the house. I don't unlock the back door when I'm doing an open house. I leave it locked. I find out where it is, first of all, where the exits are, and I just make sure I scope the house for safety, for my safety. And that's whether I have someone with me or not. I walk through the house, turn on the lights, I open the blinds, and so there was a box sitting beside the bed, or there was it was a little box sitting beside the bed. Now, if I am a buyer, I always think in terms of if I'm a buyer walking in this home. Buyers are nosy. They are. They're nosy. We're nosy. I'm nosy. Okay. And so what happened was I lift up the top, and girl, there was a gun. Listen, put your firearms away. So it wasn't even locked, right? So if I'm in an open house and somebody walks through this house that's in the woods, it's surrounded by woods, and somebody comes to this open house, guess what? I'm trapped. I'm gone if that person has evil intention. Okay, so you want to not only, like, even if that thing was locked on beside the bed, see that lamp right there? It was about right there. Even if it's locked, I still don't think you should leave it there. If it's small enough to be transported, and if people shake it, or people do what I did to see what in the world could that be, because it's not a part of the decoration, it's not a part of the furniture. Okay. But don't leave it unlocked right there, because, like I said, somebody walking through and then lift it up, he has evil intentions. Guess what? That's opportunity. That just turned into opportunity if he has evil intention, okay? So you want to remove the valuables. You want to hide your drugs. And you want to remove the firearms, any firearms. Don't make sure that they're not visible. In terms of your computer, do not have it on and up. You want to have it password protected so people can't come up to it, start clicking on the keyboard, and then it pops open and there's your information, okay? You want to secure it. Any tablets or laptops, put them away. Put them away, out of sight, out of mind. Put them away. Any, what is it called? Cell phones. Again, out of sight, out of mind. Put them away. Okay. So you want to, again, remove your valuables, hide all of your drugs, because people really, whether they admit it or not, some people have drug issues, okay, especially with the opioids or the opioids, okay. So you want to put away your drug, and then for some people, it doesn't even matter what kind of drug it is, as long as it is a drug. And I'm not shunning them. What I'm saying is put your drugs away, and then put your firearms away, okay. And then last but not least, thou shalt gather all of your information and your paperwork, okay, because anything that's a material fact has to be disclosed. If you have structural issues or foundation issues, that has to be disclosed. And it's a material fact. If you have termite damage, it has to be disclosed. There's some things that lawfully have to be disclosed. Okay, but gather your paperwork. Some people have front foot fees that they have to pay. In addition, it's kind of like, has something to do with the water. It's utility. If you have it, you know it, because you receive an extra bill for your water every year. Okay, so those things you have to, you'll have them in your documents, in your paperwork. And the other thing is, in terms of people walking through your home doing a showing, you don't want any valuable information laying around. Documents that have your account numbers and your your social security. Look, put them away, okay? Look, now listen, and also your listing agreement between you and your listing agent. Any confidential information, you want to put it away. Now listen guys, I really hope that this has been helpful. Now there are different one of the types of these commandment things that I can do. So I am going to I want to have fun with this commandment thing. But in the meantime, there's another video that I've done, excuse me. There's another video that I've done on the 10 commandments of buying a home. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put that link in the description, guys. But listen, if you have any questions, if you have any experiences or comments or stories that you want to share, feel free to share them in the comments. And listen, let me invite you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that little notification bell so that you can receive notifications whenever I go live or upload another video. Okay, guys? So listen, I hope that this information has been helpful to you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.